What is up, guys? Wraec here with another live stream, and today, flourishing Dreamland event maxing. I'm hyped. It's a crappy event, I'll be honest with you guys. Horrible. I don't know who thought of that. I mean, it's a bit of an updated version of the Transcendence release event. We now got like Star Soul selection chest in here. We got all of the other stuff. And still, it has all the same issues it has always had. And it just feels bad right now. Like, I was thinking next big event will go Temple 16 and we can upgrade that. And then I calculated that I needed like 28 blue materials and like 1.1 million orange, which is quite a lot. But with the last event that we had, it would have been easy. So I would have easily gotten that. But in this event, like, check this out. This is like the reward stuff. So first one, that's useless. That is just useless for me. There's nothing in there. It's just like 10 star. I don't need that. It's like crawled island materials. Shall I build the 10th residence? I don't even use 5. And then we have the skins. I have all the skins until like island 9. I think we will only take a skin this time, but there's just like nothing in there, so it's horrible. What I would really wish for is core in here. One singular core chest, 50 core shards in here would be great. And then we have the second one. This at least includes like treasure selection chest. We got core in here, and of course if we have a new hero, we kind of want the noble core. So getting this, we can get the noble core. We have this in there. I think this slot is pretty decent. Also 2 of those, nice. Then we have this. This includes the T-mats, which is good. This also includes core. And if you want to like get the new core pretty fast, you go for core here. Otherwise, I mean, this would have been a choice to go for like the T-mats. So yeah. And then we have the top reward stages. And top reward, you no longer go for DT if you've already have your D6 heroes. So you go for Lifestar right now. And you take the Lifestar chests. And you can only get one of those. So you get one Lifestar chest. You have this last choice, which are the big Lifestar chests. They look the same, but they have double the loot. And you go for that again. So really, you only ever get those 5 Divine Power Aurora gems. Those are like the only ones that you get during this event. Other than that, there is like no loot in here in terms of DT. So that is like a madness. That's a madness. Why we were throwing hate to entirely bugged heroes out there somehow? I'm not sure, like, I saw that there are some bugs. I saw that she's supposed to, like, revive. That is another story. By the way, but we didn't even say that yet. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Lure, Sinso, Zach, Mustard, Star Wars, Stanley, Parzival, Cook this here as well. 2 people whose names I sadly can't read. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. Underworld is here. Biraya is here. Welcome. Paul Serra is here. Istvan is here. And Renz is here, and the Bandyman, and Soul is here as well, so that is great. Can we even get the 8 cores in this event? And that's another thing. No, we can't. We can't without skipping like Lifestar mats. So like the priority is always Lifestar, then DT, and then you get like core. So we can skip DT because it's no longer the meta material, and we can go for cores instead. That is okay. We can't skip Lifestar for cores. So we get 2 core chests here. Those are 2 core chests. We can go for core chests here. Those are another 2 core chests. And then we only get Lifestar mats. So we get 3 core chests here by maxing the entire event. So we need 1 more core chest, and that core chest is missing. And if we wanted that core chest, there is really not much of an option here. Like, I don't even think it's possible. I don't even think it's possible to get that. So, yeah. Right now, impossible to get Noble Core during the release event, which of course also means no video. We won't even make a video on her right now, which is horrible. This is something DH definitely should fix. My preferred fix for this, put the core in here. Like, that's nothing. That's no loot at all. Some people need that. Some people go for that. But for most players, this is just bad. Like, you have 1 reward in here. It's 1.6 million. It's not even a whole lot. 10 star is bad. So I think put the core chest in here. Just so free-to-play gets more loot. Just so low spenders get more loot. Cores should be more accessible anyway. Just make everybody happy by putting a core in here. So everybody can get like 120 points and can get like a full core. I think that would be pretty cool. And for Wales, that would mean that they can easily get the Noble Core during the release event and everybody's happy. So that's a good thing. How do you release a hero and not test it? They often don't test stuff, but I haven't really looked into the bugs yet. So yeah, standard stuff here, nothing too fancy. We will do a little bit of awakening on Melissa. We'll get some copies of her, then we'll do some awakenings. I want to do some 10 bombs, you know, like Melissa 10 bombs. We will do 25 summons, I think, of Melissa it is. Is it 25 summons? I think I'm planning like 20, 24 summons, something like this. Not like it's necessary, but I want to do 2 10 bombs with Melissa. And I want to do our awakening course. We have awakening course. We have like the C-, C+, C+, and B- awakening course. We will use those as well. So that is like the thing that we do. Yeah, and that's the entire plan for today. So let's basically get into this. First of all, little bit of a goodie. We start with a little bit of a goodie. 10 bomb guild treasure tickets. Always a nice thing. I'm always happy to do that. 10 bomb guild treasure tickets. That's a really nice thing. So let's do that. I'm hoping for the cat. There is a cat in there. I want that. So cat orange artifact. Let's go one by one because we only have 10. Let's see if we can get lucky. Are you guys my luck charm? Are you guys going to help me get the good loot? Half of them are horrible. Come on. Oh, wait. Okay. You guys are fine. I was just want to say you guys don't bring me any luck, but full orange one. I think we take it. So full orange one. Very, very good. If any of you guys are wondering how far I am in my guild treasures, because those are like a bit comparable to you guys, I guess, because you guys should be about as far as I am. This is how it looks. We have the 5-star on the green and the purple ones already, so this is pretty nice. We didn't get the last one here. We need literally 1 chart. It's a bit ridiculous. Then we are this one. We had +4. We have the other ones at 5-star already, and here we are. I guess in a pretty good position. They are all beyond 4-star. Those are beyond 4-star. So we are at a good position. I want to max out this one because this is pretty good. But it's a matter of luck. So this will still take quite a bit. 6,001 points. Yeah, the one single point is rather funny. I see it, yeah. But we are above 5,000. So that is pretty good. Got a -DTV change my LFA team to DTV team. Now a 3-star LFA core in the backend uses. Yeah, it sucks. It's horrible. Like it's not being able to switch it is even more problematic just because you don't get enough. Like if you got easily enough cores through like release events and stuff, no matter, who cares that you can't switch it? Irrelevant. We just go for it. We take the cores. Then maybe you have a core you don't use, but you have the core for the hero you want, so it's no problem. But considering how rare cores are, once you go into one core, you are really stuck with that. So that's the thing. So let's start off heroic sum. We have 8,000 scrolls, which we don't need. Oh, maybe we do the spending first. We need 8. Let's do the spending first. We need 800 USD spent. Like, honestly, the confusing thing is, and I kind of like that. I only recently really thought about it. They made this event gain 50 VIP XP, and it seems like it's really confusing. It seems like it's one of those situations where they crunch some numbers and then at the end you don't really know what you spend. But the way it turns out is gain 50 VIP XP means this is the exact number of USD you spend. So you need to spend 800 USD to complete this entirely. Which is pretty fancy that they made it in this way. Because they could have obviously made it different. They could have said gain 100 VIP XP and then you only had 400 units, so it would have been a bit more confusing. If I was a developer, I would have made this 100 or 150 VIP XP, so none of you guys would actually know what happens. But they went with a clear route, so I respect that. We have to do 25 for this. Okay, yeah, right. Let's do the spending. Spending first part, we need to buy the relay. So I have 800 Exola coupons. We are going to buy that. Is the relay particularly good? No, it's interestingly enough, it is one of the smaller ones again. I was a bit confused by that. It is a decent pack. It's a very decent pack. It's a lot of cores in there. It's 30k again. I like that they put the artifact essence in there. It's kind of fancy. We have a few tickets, so for if it was like a pack, we would only buy this pack this event. So it's a pretty good one. And we are 53. That is going to be a problem again. That this is not exactly 100 USD because we are going to be 3 USD short. We won't have the proper VIP XP at the end. It will be very annoying, but we can buy some small stuff, and I guess it's okay. Maybe we'll take another solution for this, but it's a thing. So this is like the thing. So now we bought the pack and it's 97 USD. So it's a pretty good pack, honestly. And then I noticed, well, you kind of have to get 800 VIP XP. So what do you even buy? What do you even buy? So, I mean, the event packs are always a good choice. Like the main ones, 20 treasure coupons, you get the 280 scrolls, which is a ton. You get the Palace Key, which is good, and 10k gems is pretty nice. It's a pretty good value pack. There is not really anything else here. So right now we're already going here. Then we have the Transcendence package, and I think it was suggested by Artois to buy the cores. The thing is, cores is like pretty bad value. It's like 7, if you go for guidance, it's about 750k stellar per core pack, which is really not too great, considering we need millions right now. I remind you, quite recently we had a stream, and that stream I had 20 million stellar on my account. Try to buy 20 million stellar with cores and guidance, and you get an idea of why I say it's bad value. Then we have monthly packs, and here we have an obvious buy. I think this one is very, very fun, and this is also something we can do today, so let's buy that pack, because what we can do right here is we can go for the Starspawn core, and we can do some rerolls, and this is pretty fun. The other packs, on the other hand, pretty bad value. Like, we got this right now basically for free. They still value that at like 50 bucks, which is insane. This one is interesting because they introduced the Soul Resonance Crystal to this pack, which is 500 million Soul Resonance Crystal. For the people that run out of this material because they don't use the reroll function with the gems. Ever since I have like 640k gems, I only use the reroll function that costs 500 gems per reroll. But that's the thing. We used to buy this in the past because it's 800k materials, and this was considered to be great. Now it sucks. So it's a bait. It's a bad pack. Weekly packs, worthless. Daily packs are not worthless, but the thing on this one is this is 5 USD, so we don't even have that. What we have to buy probably is this and this pack, which is not bad value, but also, yeah, like sucks. Then we have treasure train packages, and this is only 5 more tickets than the event packs, so it's severely worse. In the end, we have to buy something, because there's so much VIP XP, really, that I'm not really sure. Probably going to buy treasure train, but we don't need any tickets, because we have all the series max, so we're just saving up for the next series, I believe. Yeah, so what I want to buy is basically we buy the event packs, I guess. This is going to be a must-have, I assume. So this, at least the top pack, is pretty good value. And then we have to think about the rest. I'm not quite sure how much more of this we have to buy. Daily packs, hammer time. Honestly, daily hammers is a thing, but we want to max today, so we're not going to do daily hammers, even though the daily hammer pack is still one that is pretty good. If you guys didn't know, by the way, and that is something I can maybe announce, there is a tap update that went live, and it's going to upgrade the soul hammer cap in the auction house, in the Starry Gem Mall. It's going to update that to 50. So we are going to have 50 packs, 50 hammers a week in there. So it's going to be a much better experience at that point. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's not a bad thing. Ideally, I would have bought this, but I don't have the two. I don't have the 2 USD. So yeah, we'll have to see about that. Someone suggested pink starry gems, and I was like, no, mate, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Yeah. I'm just debating on is whether or not I go for the value packs here and to just go buy some of those, or if we go for the other stuff. I'm not sure. Probably going to just buy the big packs here. We're just going to go like this. Nice that the countdown works so well. And then we can go like the daily packs and do like 1 and 2, and then we are done. Yeah. Okay. And now we have to do like 2,000 scrolls. We have 9,190 scrolls. VTM, happy weekend to you too. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Pretty good weather here in Germany, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, it's on tap. The update is on tap. Yeah, correct. So that's the thing. 100 bombs and just quick summoning here to see if we can get some Melissa copies. Dust Smoke, we take it. I'm still on a bit of a journey, I have to say. I was thinking of either taking a position on like the leaderboard, or if I go and the leaderboard, like in terms of heroes, if I just build a ton of dark heroes or something, or if I just build every single hero in this game. And this was like something I considered quite fun. Like just have every single hero in this game. It feels like such a natural thing to do. But I doubt many people actually did it. Like having every single hero in this game is something that is, it would basically just take me time. I would just need a little bit of time, and then I could do this actually. Having every single hero in the game would actually be very, very possible with my account. It's not really a matter of me gathering resources, it's me sitting down there for like 5-6 hours and building heroes. Where's Jesus? Did he quit? Jesus is actually playing the game. He is spending less time on it. That I can say. He's spending a bit less time on it. He's still very engaged though. He really wanted to win Ace. He got a bit unlucky there. He had a very strong team, but he got a bit unlucky there. And other than that, Jesus is not only playing idle heroes. It's a bit of the same situation that I have with AFK Journey, where I spend a bit less time on idle heroes right now, and spend that time then on AFK Journey. So, and he has that with the game. He told me the name. It's something with monkeys. Don't ask me. Apparently, it is mathematically very complicated, and he really likes it. So he plays that, and he plays idle heroes at the same time. It's not. He's not really quitting though. So that is the thing to notice. This is a pretty natural thing. You promoted IH. In terms of like me having some kind of contract or something. With idle heroes, no. I don't have that. There's no contact at all at the moment with me and idle heroes. I'm not talking to their community managers. Neither am I talking to anybody really. We are not talking to community managers. We're not talking to anybody. I PM'd this guy Jonas. I PM'd him. I don't know, like probably months ago. And I wanted to make something happen. I wanted to make like some kind of contract happen. Don't know, like content creator program wise or something like that. Just some regular stuff, which is pretty common in this industry. Maybe that they can help some events or something like this. Because I mean, like for me, it's a business to an extent. It's also passion, but of course, it's also business. So business reducing business expenses by the means of having some kind of contract would have been a very nice way. He didn't answer me. He didn't answer my message. So like never really happened. And then I talked to Chen and yes, and Voids with a €1. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. Is this? No, it isn't. It isn't. I was like thinking whether or not this is like the first super chat on this channel, but I think it isn't. It isn't. But still very much appreciated. Thanks, mate. So yeah, this was like something that I was thinking about, and maybe just ask them and make something happen. It is not very uncommon. It is quite normal, in fact, and most. I mean, like for most companies, you get a lot more, and you get better offers. And I have declined better offers than I have declined offers from some games. Actually, quite funny. Maybe I can talk about this. Do you guys remember the time that I did Eternal Evolution on my channel? Do you guys remember that? Like, just tell me in chat if you remember the time. It's like a bit of an OG thing because that was pretty much at the beginning when I did YouTube. Do you guys remember when I did Eternal Evolution? It was a game. Just want to see who the OGs are. That's a long time ago. I'm curious. I'm just waiting a little bit. I want to see it. So not satisfied with their community managers. Marty, that's like 10 out of 10 experience, 0 answers. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe it is in a spam folder or something. He didn't check for it. I have no idea. But it's like, if you're a community manager, you need to answer such messages. Rather important. Lucen says yes. Yeah, Lucen is an OG. Soul, also an OG. Been here since 500 subs. Yeah. That's like week 1, because I think it's a question. I think we made like 300 subs during multiple months. And then when I started like making videos with voice and everything, I think we made like 1,000 subs or 1,500 subs in like a month or something like this. You guys still remember that? If you remember that, you might know that I ended this, contract relationship, something like this. And I ended this because they didn't stick to their word. They told me they would like sponsor events so that I can make some videos about like some summoning stuff. Like they had those little gacha events and stuff in there. And I asked them, I told them, I want to make whaling content, but I don't necessarily want to pay for whaling content. So you guys would need to pay for whaling content on this account. And they said, yeah, like join the test account. Yo, Wraec, how are you? Nathan with the £5. Thank you, mate. I'm doing very well. It's actually quite nice weather today. It's 30 degrees, but it's windy, so it's very nice. Yeah, I really appreciate it. And they said, okay, yeah, join our server 36 or whatever it was. And it was some kind of test server. And they just didn't do anything. Levin, €2. Immer interessante Videos. Always interesting videos, he says. Thank you, mate. Thank you that you appreciate them. That makes me always very happy to hear. And yeah, so they told me to join this specific server where apparently they had their own testing accounts. So it's really interesting. These guys have the testing accounts they use to test stuff in game on a normal server. So they compete with paying players. Like, this is not a separate server. I thought this was like a testing realm. Like some kind of test server, which I wouldn't have minded. I mean, it's okay, it can make content, who cares? But this is a server, just a regular server that you can join, and they have their normal players that pay money to play the game, and they compete against GM accounts, and they don't know it. No, not even kidding. That was the case. Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's as ridiculous as this summoning streak here. Very, very nice. Do you know how insane that is? That's like finding out that the top 10 leaderboard and everything else. Imagine I will now tell you, I am GM account, I work for the H, Jesus works for the H, the entirety of OP, it's just the H, I'm sorry. Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Like, you can't really do that. Madness. And then, they told me, yeah, of course we can support you. I mean, guys, you told me you are going to pay for those events. You didn't do that. You didn't pay for those events. And I asked them to finally, well, do what they've agreed on. And they said, oh, we will give you every single SSS hero. They had like SSS was like just one. What for us is the normal hero was for them an SSS hero. And they said, we will give you every single one of those. And I was like, no, don't give me one copy of every single hero. Are you ridiculous? Everybody's going to look at this account and say like, hey, where did you get those heroes from? It's obviously cheated. It's obviously cheated. And they just gave it to me. They just put it on the account. And they put one copy of every single SSS hero on this account. And even after I told them, I'm no longer going to do this and I'm no longer going to continue to show this game, they still send me those SSS tiers to the account. It's just a regular thing they do. And they didn't stick to their word. They didn't stick to anything they said, and they didn't stick to the agreement. And quite recently, they came back and wanted to make a deal again. They sent me a message and were like, hey, do you want to show our game? And the game went downhill. The game went downhill. Barry had to deal with them. Apparently this went a little bit better. But mostly because he has like a written contract and everything, which like if you're a small content creator, you often don't get. And he had like a deal, and even he let it run out. I mean, you don't see Eternal Evolution Barry gaming videos anymore. So that ran out. And even though they have quite an attractive thing for content creators, which is called Aptoid. Because what happens in Aptoid is you get a percentage of sales. So like I could now give you like an Aptoid link. And everybody of you that buys like the relay, for example, and spends like €100, I get 5% of that or something. Which of course is a ton of money and is a very interesting thing. But even with this Aptoid thing, they don't get content creators anymore because the game is so crappy. Because they make such bad decisions in this game. And they make decisions that basically harm the players. They have like some super expensive heroes that free-to-play basically can't get. Only a few select players have those. They dominate the PvP, they dominate the PvE, and more content creators leave that game. So I was like, nah, mate. First of all, if you don't stick to your word when we have a deal, I have no interest of even talking to you. Why should I talk to somebody that doesn't stick to his word? That's ridiculous. The fact that you PM'd me again, while obviously I told the guys from your company that I never want to see them again because, well, they don't have any honor. They are not sticking to their word. I will never want to talk to those guys again. And the fact that you don't know this means probably your entire company is already in disarray because you don't have any communication at all about this. And this was the first thing that I experienced with this company. And can tell you guys, if you talk to the successful companies in the Gacha realm, and you experience how they deal with content creators, that's an entirely different story. If you talk to the people, for example, from AFK Journey, like, they're so good, honestly. They are so good. They stick to every deal. They, even if you just make it without anything written down, if they just say, hey, we're going to do it like this, they stick to that. They stick to that. You can trust in that. You can really, I would say, you can build a long-term relationship with them and have like a really good experience. I would say even over multiple years. So that is pretty nice, and this works very well. And never had this experience with like Eternal Evolution. It was a horrible company, but they came back, and I thought this was quite funny. And I have to say, I gave it like a second to think, I just going to milk that, but there is no future. Let's be real about this. Eternal Evolution is a game that's going to be shut down. It's probably going to be like half a year, and not even go. I was like, why would I throw this in front of my viewers? Like, why would I even show this to you guys? Then some of you guys start playing this game, spent on it, and they shut it down in half a year. Ridiculous. So I was like, nah, send them home or something like this. I don't know. What happened to the Amazon series? I regret that I can't play this. Like, it's horrible. That's the Age's fault. I pointed at the Age. I mean, the thing was that usually the Amazon client was always a little bit problematic. It basically only worked on older Android versions. And at one point I upgraded my phone just because I hadn't upgraded this for like a year. And it stopped working. So basically the client stopped working on my phone. I only could play it on BlueStacks or LD Player, like emulators on the PC. And that really was a problem because the time I usually spent caring for this account, that was like when I had time. When I was, honestly, when I was somewhere on the toilet or something. I'll be real with you guys, it is like that. And then I had time, so I could like make this account, I could make this work. And the thing that then happened is, of course, without having the option to use this on my phone, I was at work for like 9 hours a day, came home, and then I have limited time. So I have like, let's say 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, to take care of everything. So somehow this all has to fit in this time frame. And with Idlers, it's no longer really a problem because that's running as like a second channel thing. And I only do it, I make a video when I want to make a video. That was like the idea. So this also means it can be like you have 1 video or 2 videos a week, and that's like all that happens. And then I put the main focus on AFK Journey. And that is probably also a financial aspect, yeah. But it also works really well. I'm very hopeful for the next season as well in AFK Journey. I think it's going to be big hype, actually. If you guys want to get into that and be ready for the next season, that was a good time to start, actually. You have about a month to prepare your account, and then we're going to have the season, and it's going to be big hype. I'm pretty sure. And that's like the way it works. But having another account where you have to do events, where you have to do content, where you have to do all of that stuff, and putting that in those hours wasn't, that didn't work. Just didn't work. To just buy an Amazon Fire tablet, I'm pretty sure that the client they had didn't work on the Amazon Fire tablet, because the Amazon Fire tablet was tuned. Do you really? It works? I don't want to buy a tablet. Like I can't carry the tablet around. I can't carry my tablet like to work. It's like horrible. It doesn't work. So it had to work on my phone, or otherwise it didn't work at all. So how far are we? We did max this. We did max test. So we only really have to do the awakenings now. And we have 46 summons there, which you probably also should do. But we're going to do the spam tactics for the 46 summons. Yeah. Yeah, I could probably buy something, but I really don't want to. So in the end, I mean, like the tablet wouldn't be a solution because I just can't pull that out of my pocket at work and then just do the Amazon account. So it all was a matter of time. I preempted them once and told them to just fix it. And And they did actually fix it when I last told them, but it worked only for like this Android version, which I then had for like a year, and then it didn't work. Levin with the 10 euros. Should I bet Vesa or Alikita next? Don't really need them, but just for fun. Alikita, honestly. Alikita, way more fun. Like, she's great. I love her. She has great skills. She has great skill sets. They gave her a great design, and every time I play her, I get to know her a little bit better. And I feel like there is just one more tactic or two more tactics that I want to try quite recently. The last thing that I really looked into was like the last passive skill, which is like this when being killed stuff, which inflicts the 4C curse. And you can really scale this, like absolute madness. You can scale this, and if you run her with like deific melodic strings, this deals so much damage. I had the guy with like a B plus Alikita, and his Alikita died, and it nearly destroyed my team. So that's madness. Yeah, she's great. She's really great. What was the skin even, by the way? Yeah, I hate the skin. Skin is not nice, but the base design is nice, and I respect that. Can you do quick awakenings? We are going to do awakenings now. That's actually the plan. So what we are going to do is we are going to do pretty cool awakenings. We are going to have to do some hero summons for that. We need those, but I first need to know how many of those we already have. So are there any in my bag? Yes. We have 5 in my bag right now, which we should probably take care of. Can't you downgrade the device? I'm not going to downgrade my device. I'm not going to put any time towards this, like really. I have a device. There is my banking app on this device. There is like everything, so it should have the proper update. And I have to be able to play this game on like the newest version of Android. It doesn't make sense otherwise. Okay. Let's do like the stones first, and then we do some quick summons. So stone summons, awakening item selection. We have some pretty cool awakening items, C-, C, C+, B-. I have gotten an A- from a B- core once. It's a 1 in 100, I basically think. Voids, it's basically just for fun. I just like it. I just saw this Valentino, it was like 40k, and I was like, hey, let's just get it. And if we don't do it later. Transfer those PSG to SGs, we can do that in the meantime. I just want to know, what do you think is the highest we can go? What do you think is the highest we will get? Highest value copy. A-? Do we think we get B+? Do we think we even beat B-? I'm not confident we get something higher than B-, I'll be real with you. We start with the lowest core, of course. We start with C- core. C- core, horrible odds. Do the free one first. Okay, we start with free summon. Free summon, let's go. First summon we do, then we do the C-, and then I do want to do 20 summons. 20 summons, like 10 bombs, you know? 10 bombs. And all of those on Melissa. 20 10-bomb Melissa summons. So those are the ones. Lawson with the B, Biraya with the B, Affe with B-, and Soul always with the high roll from stones. I will see. Like A- from a B- core is really, really rare. Because you have like, look at that, 0.3. And if you sum that all up, it's basically, what was it, wait. Is it 0.4? Ooh, 0.4. So 1 in 250 or something like that. Okay, it's even rarer than I thought. ABX with the 10 SAR. What do you think about building Alikita after Espen? Difficult. Difficult. Wait, let me check this out. Alikita is tenant. It's not tenant for him. Like, she's not tenant, and she doesn't really have CC. That's the problem. Like, most people say if you go like LFA, you probably want to go SQH afterwards, just because you get some extra damage out of it, which is fair. Like, that's a good choice. You also get her as a tenant for him. Personally, I really like the SSM route. There is a pretty good SSM route that you can do. That was pretty good, because you can like use SSM, you use LFA for him as a tenant, then you have a bit of CC, so the combination works out really well if you have like SSM. It works out pretty good as an early game character. Of course, also what I saw some people say, if they wait a bit more, go for some CC stuff. I saw some people go TBB after LFA. It's also pretty insane. TBB can also work, but you need to invest into some CC stuff. I don't think Alekita after LFA is a good route. I don't think it's a good route. Okay, we got some more Passival with a B+ there. Star Wars shooter B- with C attack. I take that as an insult. Even though it's likely. Let's be real about it. Okay, let's go. C- core. Let's see what happens. First summon. Come on. That looks like a C-. Yeah, that looks like a C-. That is a C-. Proper C- there. Next one. C core. I'm going to bring the hype for the B- core. These C cores are usually horrible. Like they are. It's probably C, right? Yeah, C. Not even a high roll. Not even a nice copy. It's like a really ugly copy. It's not even good. Now we get C+ and B-. That's a bit more hype. That's at least like 0.1% chance for an A- or above. Oh, that's about it. Do you have context at the age? No, not really. Not anymore. A bit. But like, whoa! Okay, I mean, it's at least decent C+. It's C+, but it's decent C+. Minus score. Very good. I don't care. That's a decent C+. At least we got, like, not a bad one. Okay, B-. From this, we have pulled an A- already. But that was, like, super high roll. 1 in 250, you know. Let's go. S tier incoming. Come on, S tier incoming. Ah, that's green. That looks like B-. It's B-. But B+ speed, it's actually high roll B-. Not even bad. Okay. Let's just rip those. I don't really care. Goodbye. Okay, we can't do this for the next ones. But those were pretty high value. Let's see. And we are going to probably... We need 20 of those. We have 20 now. And we are now going to go into Soul Temple. We're going to do Quick Awaken. Only Transcendence Hero, only those. Select all. And this is a 10 bomb. 10 bomb Melissa. Full new hero 10 bombs. And we're going to see what we can do. We are going to do two full 10 bombs of Melissa. I think that's pretty cool. Honestly, I'm very hyped for this. I'll be real with you. I'm very hyped for this. Doing 10 bombs of Melissa. Just right now. I mean, the probability we get something good is pretty low. If we pull like an S tier from that, oh, that would be insane. Come on. 1000 contract starry for this. And you know, the meteors you're going to see right now, those are like the ones from the highest copy. So everything, so if it's like completely blue, you know every single copy is worse than this. This is the best copy that is in this bunch that we are now going to see. So let's see the first meteor. Come on. That hurts. Everything worse than D tier. Oh my god. Oh my god, that hurt. Look at that. That's horrible. It's not even D+, it's D. It's D. Licky Mickle is strongest in this game. I probably easily beat his SE score and every PvE performance. But in PvP, he pretty much destroys me. But then again, I destroyed him last Ace. We still lost. We still lost though. So, it didn't help much in the end. I still beat him. But he was weakened. Nobody cares about that. I destroyed him last Ace. That's the pain I brought, and I do that, and I'm very happy about it. So, let's go. Next 10 bomb. Hopefully, a bit better than D. Next one is C. I want to see orange meteors finally. My god, come on. Ew, C-. Oh, D+. Come on, mate. What is this? It's like 1 speed. Oh. Okay, that was like nothing. That really hurt. What about crazy summon event? This is like a lot of material. That's why I also did that, by the way. We get 20 gear sets here completely. delete all of that. Yeah, okay, we give up. Yeah, that wasn't nice. Yeah, not good. Okay, we have 2 more here. And obviously we should have completed that, which we did. It's good. Let's claim that. Point details. If you can think about that, everything that those 4 are all from the course we got. The other 20 summons that we got were this, plus the minus there. Those were the 20 summons that we did. It's just like the horrible ones. My god. Okay, we get loot. Let's get loot. Yeah, okay, I mean, like, I actually need 1 skin for this one. I mean, the other one is so bad. Okay, some more chests, I reckon. On this one, I don't want to go core. I'll be real with you. I don't want to go core. I want to go here like the epic chests, because that's pretty dope. We go core. Double core, actually, because, well, it sucks. Then we have this, where we go core again, and I don't want to go core. It's, by the way, more expensive. 30, guys. Then we have this, and now we need to start thinking, because this is actually horrible. We have those 2 here, and those are double chests. Like, even this is 24 million, the base chest is only 12. We need a ton of materials. What we can do now, and what is an option, is we do get a Star Soul Selection chest here. So the way we can do this is we can take the ability upgrade material here, or we can max out the Star Soul if we take those 2. We can't upgrade that right now. We won't get to the next threshold. No matter what we do, we won't get to the next threshold, because what we really require for that is, first of all, we need to upgrade this Destiny Trail to the end. To the end. And those are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 upgrades, and you can see it's already 6 mil. It's already 6 mil. Goes up to 7 or 8 mil at the end, which means, like, at the bottom line we need 36 mil, probably more towards the 45. Which means even if we get the 24 mil upgrade the thing, we're just going to get like 3-4 upgrades here. So realistically, even with 24 million materials into the Destiny Trail, it's like nothing. It's just probably going to take forever. So that's the ridiculous thing right now. We get the biggest stat boost if we go for the 24 million chest. The other option that we have and that we have to take care of is we have to upgrade this. This has to go 2 more levels up, which is pretty expensive because it costs 44k. This is 1 upgrade. So 1 upgrade is 44k. So this is like probably around the 90k mark. 90k for this. And then we need 3 Star Souls, which we all still need. So no matter what we get here, it's all just like a drop on a hot stone, we say. So we can check out those chests. This chest, Destiny Trail, 24 mil, as we said, it's about 3, maybe 4 upgrades. Brings us close to the 4th one. This is 100k. This would actually be enough to get the last 2 skill upgrades. So we can upgrade to like level 20 with this, which is also pretty huge in terms of like stat upgrades we gain. And then we could max out the Star Souls. It doesn't really matter. It's not, I won't do the Star Souls. We either go for this, or we go for some combination of this. We can get also this one. This is like 50k. So we have to go decide where we go for the big chest and where we go for the small chest. So that is like the question right now here. If we go for like a lot of Destiny Trail materials or a lot of like the other stuff. I tend to say we take the big chest on the Destiny Trail. Even though I don't like that, because as many people say, you can acquire that passively. I just think with the current rate we upgrade here, it's not realistic. It's not realistic. I think the next big event we will go and upgrade this beyond plus 20, unlocking this. And this will be something we'll want to upgrade as well, so we'll want to max this out. And it will take forever. We can't do that with the regular Destiny Trail. So probably we're going to go big chest. There is no ability upgrade here, right? I just want to make sure we don't get like an ability upgrade for upgrading this 2 times. Because I think the last one is this. If we upgrade this to plus 20, it's this. This is also like a reason to do this. Because if we upgrade this 2 times, it should upgrade this skill. And this skill is good. It's good. let's get big chest on the fish and then the small chest on the destiny stuff, so that we get the ability. Let's do that. Okay, small chest destiny, as I said. Big chest, fish stuff. Bam, we got this other stuff as well, 30 cores on there. And then we have to upgrade this. Mice, by now I know the materials. And fish. Okay, we got that done. Let's do the upgrade on the LFA now. And then we can also get the Star Soul right now, really, but we don't really have to, so let's wait with that. First of all, level up on this one. We can level progress now with 101k. We can level progress, and we should 44k. Now it's level 19. Doesn't give us anything really. And for level 20, yeah, we get the upgrade here. We get the upgrade. And look, it goes from 30 to 50%. It goes from 30 to 50%. When releasing Star Soul Burst or Star Soul skill, additionally grants self a buff of the same type by 50% of the original effect for 2 rounds. So this is insane, actually. I don't know, like many people say, Ketchum, oh, you have to have that on another hero, you can't have that on your main damage dealer. Like, that's only true if you're low level. First of all, level 9, you get this attribute reduction, the upgraded attribute reduction. This alone makes this insane. Like, makes this insane. Everything else doesn't matter, makes this insane. But now, I get 50% of this for 2 rounds. So, if he gets one, it should feed me 50 energy, actually. It should feed me energy, right? And if I give my allies like an all damage dealt buff, it gives me 50% of this. But not for 1 round, for 2 rounds. For 2 rounds, so I actually profit from it next round. Actually insane. And then we have Starburst skill, which is also insane. So we get this too, so we get 50% of all of that. Madness. Actually insane. Let's upgrade that. Look how expensive that is. 46,400. And now we have level 20 on this. And with the next upgrade, so we can now also do the quest. We can also do the quest. Nice. Okay. We should start that pretty soon. We will do the quest. First, let's level up here. Upgrading. Few nice extra attacks here. It only lasted for 2, of course. So now we already don't have enough. We need 6.8 mil. How much do we have? Probably nothing, right? We should have nothing. And don't be confused, there's no Star Soul or everything on there. We have 150k. So we have nothing. It's like really nothing. That's insane. At the same time, by the way, we are already collecting the material, the fixed stat material for the other life stars. So I'm on 14 mil here, I'm on 19 mil here. And we have the first area already maxed. So like as far as I could max it, I've already maxed it. So if you check this out, this thing is already maxed, so we're already getting 2.4 mil attack from this. And once we unlock like the next stage, which requires us to go to level 5, we will already have enough to max that as well. So once we go to those Star Souls, we will already be in the position where we can max this, which is very, very nice. Last upgrade, by the way, if you were wondering what the next stat upgrade is, because we are working towards this, obviously. We have to do the quest now. We have to get Destiny Trail to level 30, and we have to collect the Star Souls. We are 1 out of 3 on the Star Souls already. Let's get that, so we don't miss out on this, and I'm not confused. Wait, let's get this chest. Let's get this chest, guys. Where is my Star Soul chest? Should be somewhere. I have too many chests. I wanted to make a video. I can tell you guys about this because we're pretty private here, you know. So I wanted to tell you guys about this. I wanted to make a video, and I wanted to title it, I show you guys my chest. And then I wanted to make like, in brackets, an S behind that. And I wanted to make the video just to make this title, and also because I think my chest count has grown to quite an impressive amount here. At top, yeah. Of course I missed it. Okay, so now we have that. We have 12 chests here. Do life stars improve homeowner stats? I would very say may not buff homeowners. As far as I've heard from the testing from others, it does not work if you have him as a tenant. Yeah, that is what I heard. So current situation on this guy, we are pretty good at the position actually. We have like now 1 out of 3 here, so we need 2 more there. This is good. This is already done. So level maxed. So we don't have to think about this anymore. We don't need the fish material. We need one more of those. Fusing is sadly not an option, I believe. This is such a bugged UI. I think we are like 1000, so we don't get that. And then we have to do this quest, which we can already start. Let's start the quest. We can check this out, because this is interesting. That's a level 20 Star Soul quest in Star Whisper World, obviously. So we take this one out. This was currently protecting an expense fortress. Oh. Oh wait, we should do that. Give me a second. Because some poor soul is now crying. Because obviously we did this. We have to snack the loot pretty quickly. Did you guys know, by the way? I don't know if you guys ever noticed. If I now summon this team, which is currently at my Sanctuary Fortress, in here, it's not going to come from the spawn, it's actually going to come from this fortress. So it only takes a small way. So you see, it came out of the fortress. And we can now fight this. Let's fight the city gate first. Which gives us this loot. And then we can fight the main one. What is this? What does this guy give us? Single challenge rewards. And ranking rewards is nothing, apparently. I don't know. 2 of those, 5 of those. Pretty low. Skip battle, no. Use current team, yes. Let's go, target plot. And is he down? Yes. But I didn't do skip battle. I skipped it anyway. Skip battle on this one. Let's attack that. Let's go. Yeah, so what I did here, and if you guys don't know that this works, before the boss was even at 100%, before this was at 100%, I went to the middle, I placed a fortress, I placed some troops next to it, and by this way, if I place my fortress next to the boss, nobody can attack that boss. So once it's 100%, even if it's 100%, nobody can attack this boss. To attack this boss, you would need to defeat all my units. So you need to first go into PvP and be stronger than me to be able to attack this boss. And I placed my main PvP team and I placed the PvE team next to that fortress. Nobody was able to attack it, so now I could just snag this boss. I just waited for somebody else to clear it, and I got it. So we got this. Yeah, and apparently there is no extra loot. Like this is pretty sad, actually. Sad that there are no ranking rewards for this. We can watch it. It's not a setup team though. Like not nearly. I saw some people, by the way, struggling with this boss. And maybe I can be a bit of help for this. So I can't really help you too much with the damage. Damage-wise, damage mitigators are a good choice. If you have Alikita, that's nice. If you have DGN, that's nice. That will help really reduce the incoming damage. You can use TBB and just CC all of the small units. This will help. And if you then still struggle with the boss, and a lot of people struggle with the boss because he actually stuns your units, there is an artifact here actually that helps you. And that artifact is Candy Bar. Candy Bar grants every single one of your units stun immunity. So if you want stun immunity, well, Candy Bar is your option. I've almost killed boss on round 1, and you have to keep in mind that this is not a properly set up team, and we didn't use Deific Harp, we are using Antlers. So if we use Deific Harp, this boss would be dead. But those small units, I think, have the same HP as the boss, so we are kind of, we are kind of a bit careful on this. But honestly, my adjustment to fight this boss has been to put Endless Cane on my LFA. So this is all that I did. All that I did to fight this boss was to put Endless Cane on my LFA, and that was enough indeed. Yeah, so right now we're just upgrading our all damage dealt a little bit, and we should see a nice overkill next round, or this round. Yep, and that killed basically the other guy as well, and nearly killed off the third guy. So we are in a pretty good position here. We get active skill energy for the next one, and we will kill this and probably kill the other guy too. Oh no, we didn't get the overkill. It's actually level 10 expense map. So it's a level 10 expense map, actually. But there would not have been any harm if I didn't kill this boss on the first shot. This would not have been too important. Actually. Because, what does it matter? I attack a second time. I just attack a second time. So, no harm. Yeah, you have problem with the damage as well, right? Because it's passive damage, doesn't clear your blocks. Yeah, that is a problem. It's not really for me, but... Yes, 1.2 E plus 15 HP. So it's a ton. Look at that damage. That's really a lot. That's a lot. But I'm not really equipped right now. Many of those have flags. So we're not really talking about me using like really top tier gear and a good strategy. So that's not really the case. Want to see some hacks though? Not really hacks. So let's go to the interesting map. Oh wait. First of all, it's mine, thank you. And second of all, it's also my collector. I usually don't place the anchor next to the boss when I'm honest with you. This is the right map, okay. This was the map we just checked out. This is the quest map that we wanted to see. So the team we take into this quest map is this one we just fought the boss with. We go in there. The first thing that I want to do right now is get my team into a good position. I want to get this team into a good position. I want to get this team probably like here. And let's check this out. Okay, we have to go like 2 stages further to the left. Let's do this. So now we're in a good position. We are going to fire this and we're going to see where the enemies are. And there is our first enemy, so let's check out this guy. They changed the loot on some of those guys. And the reason was we abused it. Hupsala! Der scheppert aber. Smuckily Youngling. Sadly, this doesn't stack. Sadly, this doesn't stack. If this stacked, that would be so juicy. This 18 Star Soul upgrade materials. That's 130 Essence Sublimation. That's 100 DT. That's pretty good. That's big loot, mate. It's big loot. Big to the loot, to the loot. It's Star Whisper though, so we tag that. We just check out where the enemies are. What was that? You know I make weird noises, bro. You know I make weird noises. It's not confusing. I know we farm it a little bit. Ah, it's 22. Mad. That's so bad. It's okay. Like for the game mode, it's good. You have to keep in mind, you get 10 attacks on this every single day. So, we actually abused this game mode for farming. It was fixed now, sadly. What we did was, we used the transfer map. There is, once you have your, German noises, you're right. Once you have the hero high enough upgraded, you actually can't transfer him anymore without doing a transfer quest. And this transfer quest is also like a Star Whisper role, like this one. And what you need to do then, and what we did was, we went in there, we started this transfer map, we went into the map, we farmed it down, so like really, really aggressively going for the boss. So we placed all of our 5 exploration teams in there. And with the 5 exploration teams, we basically farmed every single spot that was in there. So we instantly went and tried to get as much farming done there as possible. And with that, we completed the map with like 1 or 2 days, something like this, depending on the person and the amount of farming that you did and how optimal you did it. And then we fought the boss, instantly killing the boss and then starting the next map. So you can farm this over and over and over and over. That's Emrakor, right? I'm not sure if I want to complete the quest. I may want to fail it. I pretty much am sure I want to fail it. Can I abuse this a little bit? Okay, we can still... Okay, we won't farm the blue ones. We can't farm any material, but we can't... We are not allowed to attack the blue ones on this one. This is 52. That's higher than any map I've ever seen. That's pretty insane, actually. So we are going to fail this quest, intentionally. So that we can keep this for a little bit longer. Yeah. And when we got through there, you could attack the boss instantly. And the boss would give you around 1,200 of the blue material. So within a week, you could get like 1.5 of the blue DT mats, of the blue crystals from the blue DT mats. Within like 1 week. So within a month, you were probably at about, within a month it's like 5 weeks, so you had like 5 in there. So you could really get like a full event worth of loot. So as much as we got from this event, basically just free to play by farming this map. And this was like a farming strategy we did. And DH fixed that. They found out. I don't know how. They found out and they fixed it. And stopped us from abusing it any further. Why are there so little of those guys? I was searching for you. Okay. So what I want to do right now, and basically to keep this map, is I only attack the orange one, the purple ones. I attack the purple ones and I farm the map. And this is all I'm going to do. And I'm just thinking we may go full ham on this map. Because why not? Let's go full ham on this map. We're just going to go in there. And we can't attack the blue ones, but we can take exploration teams in here. So let's bring the squad. Let's bring the squad. We have to keep this team in the map, so we can't really take this out right now. I want to get this one over here. And he's going to farm that. And then I want to take the other team that was not in Sanctuary Fortress. Where is it? You are here, you are here. Sanctuary Fortress, we sent you. We get this team right in there. And we get gather with this team too. And then I want to take the next team in there as well. Pretty sure the quest said Jade through. Yeah, we were just not going to do the Savage Warriors. If we don't attack blue, we never complete the quest. We have to attack 10 times blue. If we never attack 10 times blue, we are safe. We can stay in this map forever. And once we fail the quest, we get a new map. So once we kill the boss without completing the other targets, so like in this case attacking the blue ones, we are not going to complete this, so we get a new map. So if the boss has some good loot, we can actually keep that and abuse that for the time being. Which means at this point, we're just using those 4 teams here to farm the boss, to farm the map. This will bring us to like 60-70% maybe by tomorrow, and then we can destroy the boss. And then I can restart this quest. So I can just go in there, I can just back to LFA, and I can say, okay, this quest objective is not fulfilled, and it will give me the option to go in there again. So I can farm this again. And I will get all of this loot from the purple ones, with the upgrade that we get, because we have the assist skill abilities, with 25% upgrade every single time. And I will give this every time again, and it's level 20 rewards, so it's pretty insane. Yeah. We just have to keep our hands from blue ones. And this must be the farming strategy that we'll follow right now. Okay. This was a longer excursion into that topic as I thought we were going to do. But good. Do we have cores? Did we get cores during this event? We got some. Let's go into Fate. Not going to do a guessing thing. We're just going to do some Gamba. It's 122, so we are looking at probably 122 is like divided by 15 is 8. So we want to have like 8. Let's see if we can make this happen. 8 of them. 1. Come on. That's another one. That's 2. 3. Let's go. Come on. Nothing. Sedge. Come on. Woohoo! Let's go! There is the loot! That's how I like it! Nice! Love it. Nice triple sphere. That is the loot I want to see. So you know, you're just a boss bully, basically. But every single one of you should take an example of this and abuse the same strategy, because it's basically free loot. And it's one of the best loots we have in the game. Even though it seems like nothing, that you get, you really get a good amount of DT. But you have to use those farming strategies that are a little bit secretive and are like not that obvious. So that's pretty good 10 bomb. I forgot how many spheres we actually had, so we'll see at the end. That's a Patricia, I mean, I'll take it. Come on. Double! Let's go! And Patricia! And I forgot her name. But I still have her in there because she's a new hero. Whew. 4 more. Ah! Come on. Ah! Ugh! Last one! We just went average. We had the triple sphere in there and we just went average. Like, what the hell? Because the last 4 were so unlucky. We just have 8. My god. That's sad. That's sad. The double and the triple S what really saved us. My god, how horrible. Break even. Yeah, it's just break even because we didn't get any bonus. Sadness, guys. Okay, next thing. We have to kind of make a Transcendence hero. This thing is, by the way, super prepped. That double was insane, right? Pretty cool. I just go for fate. If I go unlucky, it's okay. You guys should go for guidance, in my opinion. I basically prepped her yesterday. No, wait, that's wrong. Where is she? Oh, Transcendence hero now. Makes sense. I prepped her. And she already has 3-star gear. I already rolled that and stuff. I made that yesterday. Has a bit of a stone as well. You actually high rolled? I didn't. I averaged. Just average, actually. So stone-wise, we have to convert. Speed attacks, decent stone, we keep that. Speed HP. I mean, do we go speed HP or speed attack? I think like speed attack. Like HP feels so worthless. Holy damage, skill damage, that's a really good stone. I think we go speed attack, even on support now. I think the times are over. I think that's decent probably, right? Holy damage, skill damage, max damage stone, we have speed stone, we have a tenant stone. Yeah, pretty nice. Well, we probably go speed prec usually, right? Speed prec would have been perfect. 120 actually. Yeah, so we have this now. I mean, do we test something? Probably not, right? It's not really interesting. Because even if we max her out, our copy tier is too low, or if I know what she does in Sealand, she dies and then she revives. That's what she does in Sealand. I don't really have to test that. The thing is, the only heroes that are interesting to test for me right now are the ones that are glittery with rainbow stuff because they have DT and we can't get the max core, so it's uninteresting. That's a horrible thing, and that's the horrible reality of this. We can do this though and can get like the core 6 times. That is an option. And this is sadly doesn't include it. So yeah, horrible. Horrible! Good thing about those Star Soul shards is that they get uncommon in chest, by the way. I really like that. It's actually pretty nice. Okay, we got 3 cores. 4th one is missing. Just try for the infinite revive. It's worth this, mate. I don't even want to, it's like, just waste time for this. Just takes a lot of time, and there's like nothing happening. The question was also if we do tickets. We don't do tickets. We have 630k gems. The up series heroes from the series we have already maxed, so this is completely useless. We have the monthlies maxed. So there's no use in that. The only thing we need is Quaint Antique. And Quaint Antique, it's not really worth it to use too many chests. What we can do, we have a lot of those Can probably max out the pink one, right? Do we have enough chests for that? Those are 3 chests, and those are probably like 6. Do we have 9 pink chests? Those are 3 pink chests. Okay, we are nowhere near actually. I was thinking we might be. We can use 5 chests on this one though. That's okay. We just need to keep a few, because we can't really waste those. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, if I go unlucky, and during the up series, and I don't roll the right thing, like, for example, we have Quaintantique, we need to max both. Let's say I only get this one the entire time, which can happen, you can get that unlucky. Then it still needs some chests to go for this. And the same is for the red ones, the same is for the pink, for the orange ones. I need a few chests to compensate if I go unlucky. And we are now going to wait about 1.5 to 2 months for the up series for the Quaintantique chest, and then we are going to go for it and do that. Yeah. Did you cover the hero already? I didn't check out the hero at all. If you want, if enough people in chat are for it, I can check out the skills. I haven't really read them. I'll be honest with you guys. Like for me, the thing is, this hero doesn't exist until I get the noble core. Until I can get the noble core, this hero is like non-existent. I don't really care what he does. I don't really care what he can do. Like, why should I? It's useless. It's not like I can, it's like, oh, it's so insane. I put this E5 in my team and I will destroy anything. I will destroy nothing with it. Like, this hero takes 130% extra damage from every single enemy divine power hero. So, it just gets murdered. So it's like useless. You have 3 from specific series? No, yeah, that's true. Like, this is a red chest. It's a good one though. It's for Quaintantique actually. It's Quaintantique series. This also includes Quaintantique series. But we will wait for it. We are not going to use it right now. Her Destiny sucks, I heard. I think I read over it very briefly. And it was long. That's much I can say. Yeah, she has multiple effects and she buffs that, and many people said it was a bit like PDE, which I don't necessarily agree though. PDE has actually a skill, a DT that triggers multiple times, which is severely more powerful than this. I think her Destiny rank 6 design is flawed, to say the least. Like, it might actually be bad to upgrade her to Destiny rank 6. I don't even understand it. Like, it's so badly balanced. Like, it's obvious how badly balanced that is. This is 6 transition power. This is double that. This is 1 active skill. This is 2 active skills. This is 35% of max HP with a 3000% cap. This is 30% of max HP with a 30,000% cap. But the only difference, well, then again, the only difference here, okay, is here. It's like triggers 1 of the following 3 effects, and this is triggers all of the following 3 effects. So I guess that's the difference. I mean, in a way, if you don't care about the damage and you just want the support effects, yes. But this is like, I mean, you still trigger it 2 times. So for 12, if we bring this to 12 transition power, we still get 2 of those effects. And here we get 3. So we get 1 more effect. And they are not much better. Like, it's not the same. It is a buff, I guess. It is a reduction in damage. This will do less damage than this. But this will provide more buffs. Yeah. This will take longer to activate because this is 2 active skills, this is 1. So yeah, I'm not sure. I think this will be like a discussion on who to upgrade. To Destiny rank 6. Or if you even want to do this. It's a strong contender to not do this, actually. And PDE is way stronger in terms of Destiny. Because you can get her multiple times. Like this backline holy damage. This looks a lot like PDE. I know why people said that, but I think PvE has just like the same stuff. Yeah. It's just like the same stuff. The problem that you're really going to get, and this is really going to hurt actually. Nah, I think her Destiny 6 is severely weaker than Destiny 5. The problem, look at that guys, the problem that you have is, this costs 6, so like the base version costs 6, this costs 12, so you trigger this every time you do an active skill, you trigger this every second time you do an active skill, so this is 2 active skills, but both of those trigger every single one of those effects a single time. So with the D6 skill, you get every single one of those skills, every single active skill you do. And with the D12 skills, you only get them every second active skill. So you can get way more buffs from like the rest of those skills that you don't get if you go for the higher version. D6 skills, no RNG, that's the bonus. Yeah, but you for example, you don't get that backline at least holy damage. If I don't have it at D6, I get it 2 times for 12 transition power. If I have it at D6, I get it 1 time for 12 transition power. Same for this. Backline Alice all damage reduction. Or all damage that increase for the highest attack by 15%. I get that 1 time. If I have the D12, I get it 2 times if I don't have it at D6. Same for the debuffs. Same for the self buffs. She only has a 50 speed buff. The rest of the heroes have 100. So I think this is very weirdly balanced. I would have, honestly, I would have kept that. I would have done the same buffs, same everything here. And I would have just kept it at 6. Maybe I would have set triggers 2 of the following effects. Triggers 2 of the following effects and then kept it at 6 transition power. I think here's a very strong argument to be made to not upgrade her to D6. There's a chance your highest attack doesn't get the buff every single time. Yeah, that might be the case. But the thing is, it's kind of cute, but you don't, with this one, you guarantee that you don't get it every single time. Because if you just go from, doing an active skill every single round, this is like, activates this effect every single round. This doesn't. This is every second round then. So I think it's just like, the normal version might really be stronger on this one. There's really an argument to be made. At least the distance between Destiny 6 and Destiny 5 is very low. Is very low on this one. And it's so low, in fact, that you probably just say, okay, just because I have the decision to be made that I don't have an unlimited amount of Nirvana heroes, that my Nirvana hero amount is in fact limited, I just take it on something else. It's 66% chance you don't get it. That is not correct. Although you forget that you get this 2 times. You activate this effect 2 times, while you activate this effect only 1 time. This is 2 times. This is half the cost. That's 6 layers, that's 12 layers. So you're incorrect on your 66%. To not get 1 buff within 2 rounds, can it be the same one? One of the following effects. It can probably be the same one. So you have to fail 2 times. You have to fail 2 1 1/3 in a row. So it's 2/3 times 2/3. Yeah. Oh no, it's a bit more than that. Yeah, it's not going to mathematics here. But it's not 66%, that's actually wrong. So, yeah. Actually, horrible. Don't really like it. 66% would be true if it was like a single chance. But it's 2, actually. Other skills, is there something interesting in here? It has interesting damage, but it's only frontline. Damage reduction, reducing damage reduction is useless for PvP. Reducing control immunity is okayish for PvP. I mean, it's a nice spread. Damage reduction and control immunity, those are nice abilities, nice debuffs to spread with DGN. But it's not like really insane. It's not anything you would use the 0 for. In fact, you would probably... you have TBB, which reduces control immunity. You have... I think she also reduces damage reduction, actually. And other than that, you can use Luna. Yeah, Dream Magic, okay, we have this. A control immunity by 10% is good, speed by 10 is useless. The control effect removal is nice. Especially now in a meta where we only have like attribute reduction purify on the meta heroes. So that's the thing. I wouldn't only consider not DT6 if extra skills trigger every time. Yeah, but it don't say you can't trigger the same effect every time. You can, but it's still not 66%. You're wrong on that. Like, you have 2 chances to trigger that. You activate your full abilities 2 times if you don't have it at Destiny rank 6. Because every single active skill triggers it. For the other one, every second active skill triggers it. So even if you can trigger the same effect twice, it's not 66% chance to not trigger the right effect. So that's the thing. Owner's all damage dealt. Don't overestimate this. Don't overestimate the all damage dealt. Like, it's 12%. We have so many sources of it. It's a decent buff. It's not stackable. It's also not insane. 15% of the target's max HP with a cap. I'm not sure if this is good. Depends on how they coded it, really. What's bugged? Skill effect non stackable grants the owner a shield equal to 3000% of the grantor's attack. We have so many shield sources. This is nice. This mechanic is nice. When the owner loses a shield for the first time each round, grants the owner a shield equal to 20% of their max HP. This is nice. Yeah, they selected the wrong tenant slots, right? She's like really weird tenant. She's like tenant, I think, for what was it? For some hero who now has like 3 tenants in slot 4. Insane. Bad. Skill damage by 500%. Keep in mind, 2400 seems like a lot. She only hits the front row. So that's not too much, actually. But the 500% skill damage increase still seems stupid. Fun fact, your skill damage buffs are going to suck because of this. The way this works is like, if you want your skill damage to be good, you need a hero whose ability hits a lot of enemies and has a relatively low multiplier. So if your hero does okayish damage, and for example, the skill is designed in a way, let's say, deals 500% of attack damage to all enemies 5 times. Something like this would be perfect. So you add like 100% skill damage to that, which is pretty easy to achieve, and you now have 600% to 6 enemies 5 times. So this is like an insane increase that you get through your skill damage. This deals 2400% of attack damage to 2 enemies, to frontline enemies. And with the sublimation, it's 2900%. So if you now add 100% skill damage to that, that has like no effect at all. It's like pretty much not going to change anything. Because then if you add 100 skill damage to it, you have like 100%, you have 3000% attack, which is not really a whole lot. The title of the live had me cracking up, I think. Then it's good. So it's not really insane. Rounds of Dream Magic's duration. Which one was that? Dream Magic. Okay, oh, that's all of that. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. It's already 3 rounds. Seems pretty long, right? 3 rounds. Basic attack. All ally speed by 20. Oh, interesting. We didn't see speed buffs for a long time. That's nice. 20% control offset increase to ally with the highest speed if you run like a TBB. Pretty cool. Precision increase. Ooh. Oh, that's a big one. But that can backfire. Extra 50% chance of reducing the target's speed by 100 for 2 rounds. Like, that's a super huge speed debuff, and we can guaranteed spread that with DGN. Like, imagine spreading that with DGN. You can nuke the entire enemy speed to nothing with that. That's insane. That's like really strong. But if the enemy runs Alikita, he might end up with 10,000 speed heroes at the end. Oh, that is so strong. At the same time, it can backfire so badly. But it's fun. That's pretty cool. I like it. 50% chance of granting 50 energy. I think that's a pretty cool basic. I like the basic more than I like the active, if I'm being honest. And any ally is inflicted with control effects of self as 30 or more energy consumes 30 energy to remove one random control effect from the ally and grants self one layer of power. Ooh. Ooh. That is something we didn't talk about. She's not good at doing active skills. She's in fact pretty bad at doing active skills. Because she eats her own energy. Look at that, she eats her own energy. So if she eats her own energy to do other stuff, she will do less active skills. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. I mean, I like the idea and I like the effects that she does. But like, this has like anti-synergy with the DT. This is anti-synergy with the DT. That means she will do less DT, actually. She will do less active skills, which means she will gain less TP, transition power. And this will mean she will trigger her DT less often. She would never do basics if the skills work as written. Wait. Why? I don't see it. I mean, she consumes her energy. She would basically drain all of her energy with this. I don't see how she would never do a basic. Replacing the basic attack with the act. Oh, wait, Power of Dream. Ah, okay. Sorry, I didn't see that. Okay. When any ally is inflicted with control effect, the self has 30 or more energy, consumes 30 energy to remove one control effect from the ally and grants self one layer of Power of Dream. When any ally's HP is below 30%, which is rare, pretty. Self has 30 or more energy, consumes 30 energy to grant the ally a shield equal to 2000% of attack and grants self one layer of Power of Dream. Ah, okay, that's how they fixed that. They saw the problem. Okay. Okay. Hey, she can still do. I mean, if she removes enough control effects, yeah, she gets Power of Dream, but she needs 30 energy to do that. It's cost her 30 energy to remove a control effect. So from this alone, I would say she's not guaranteed to do active skills. But the thing is, it basically fixes it itself with better value, actually. Usually you need 100 energy to do an ult. She basically needs 90 as long as she converts it through Power of Dream. So that's better than I thought, actually. But like the basic is still like, I don't know, it's like so uncontrollable. I hate it when a hero is so unpredictable. Like, she might do a basic, she might do an active skill. Maybe, we don't know. You put an energy artifact on her, enemy LFA does one basic skill, inflicts like fear on 4 of your heroes, she removes that all and does an active skill instead of a basic. It's like so confusing. I wonder if she's going to be blocked, but she's probably not going to be able to release Power of Dream if she can't do a basic attack, right? So that's a thing. Okay, we have the shield granting there, which is pretty cool. Ooh. Okay, insane. 60 with subs. Mad. Okay, she really doesn't need a lot of energy to do an active skill. But in my opinion, that makes it even better. Like, that makes it even better. So, and I think it, in a way, also makes it more interesting to have the 6-layer DT. Because you get it like nice every round, you trigger it, you get a lot of energy back, you get like, you can trigger it again. So I think there's a lot of consistency in that as well. I just wonder if she gets 50 energy. For now, it's all bugged. I figure it's like a pretty complicated hero. I give them that, it's a complicated hero. Because it triggers on so many states. Like, I see how it's complicated. I just wonder, if she activates Power of Dream on a basic attack, does she gain energy? Because usually if she would do a basic attack, she would gain energy. I wonder if that's how it works. Probably not. Interesting. My god. 3 times of mirror measures till the end of the battle. Till the end of the battle. Okay. Gains 3 types of mirror magic till the end of battle. Mirror magic cannot be stacked with 3 magic with the same suffix. But we only have 3, right? So she gains all of those. Okay. Increase the owner's control immunity by 8% and speed by 8. When the owner is inflicted with control effect, removes 1 type of them and randomly gains 30 energy. Can we... Oof! So, she's CC immune? She's CC immune? Is this like, that's like full CC immunity and she gains energy when she's CC'd, isn't that right? Is she like fully CC immune? Did anybody test that? Because that is full CC immunity. Yes! Bloody hell! Kinda? One time around. Okay, that's the limit. But like, that's still insane. Especially against some bosses. Like, she just gains energy when she's CC. That's mad. Increase the owner's all damage dealt by 10% when releasing active skills or basic attacks. The owner deals extra damage equal to 15% of the target's HP. Okay, it's extra damage. I mean, okay. Yeah. Not like this. I was like, oh, insane. But let's see what the next is, and this is like so standard, so mediocre. Grants the owner a shield equal to 2,800% attack. When the owner loses the shield for the first time each round, grants the owner a shield. That's super tanky. And if she gains all 3 of those, that's tanky. That's a lot of shield. When the owner dies, loses 1 random type of mirror magic and revives at the beginning of the next round. After losing 3 mirror magic, gain fictional magic for 2 rounds. Revival cannot be triggered when the owner has fictional magic. Fictional magic gains 100 energy immediately and increases energy by 100 at the end of each round. Okay, so she has basically 3 revives. And then she gains insane energy. And then she can die. So she's supposed to be able to revive 3 times. And then, if she dies, that should be permanent. So 4th death. That's a lot of death. And like, I wouldn't say it's too bad if she loses this. This probably she want to keep. This also she want to keep. But the other one isn't too bad. What do we have here? HP attack, okay. Damage reduction increase. It's decent, but mediocre. Fictional magic duration by +1. Okay, that's good. Okay. She doesn't lose anything for now. Okay. Okay, so that's the bug. The bug is basically she keeps everything. She doesn't lose her magic. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane if that's the case. Okay, what's the core? What's the core? At the end of each round counts all that has the following effect based on the mirror magic owned by self. So at the start of the fight, that should be all of those, right? Because she should have all of those. Speed increase, all damage dealt increase, and a shield. And at max, it's speed by 20. It's not insane. It's actually with the current speed levels, that's mediocre. All damage dealt by 10%, it's okay. And a shield equal to... It's not a bad core. It's not a bad core. It's a pretty decent core, actually. It's pretty nice. Do I see viability for Star Expedition? No. I wouldn't know what to use her for there. I don't see a use. That's the thing. I don't really see a use. Like in moving CC, she can't do it well enough. I don't think she can do it well enough. So I don't see SE viability. She has some buffs which are pretty cool. But like, I don't know, like for the 10% all damage dealt buff, for the DT doesn't actually matter. It's not enough CC removal though. She would need more energy. I can probably, I mean, like if you feed her, if she doesn't lose any energy, if she gets like Star Expedition buzz, she can maybe move like 3-4 CC around, which is not too much because he inflicts like 2 different types of CC on 6 heroes, so you have like 12 CCs per round, which is I mean, it's just like a small part, so it's can be helpful, I guess, if your Aspen gets silenced, but other than that, not really, and you probably will lose it out on other heroes before. For his E especially, you wouldn't want to have the other one. You will want to have this, because those buffs will make up for every turn you lose, you don't get the one on your highest damage dealt hero. This will be way better. Yeah, but no SE. DH intended as a Betty counter. She is no Betty counter. At least not in the way she's written. If that what is written is right, then your heroes actually get CC'd. And if your heroes get CC'd, she doesn't prevent them from being CC'd. So that means your heroes get CC'd, every effect from Betty triggers, and then she removes it. Which is not helpful. And I mean, if you... Let's just say you start with 180 energy, which is enough to remove 6 CC effects. And your team gets attacked by TBB. Her active skill initially CCs all of your heroes. In that situation, Melissa would remove all of that CC. She would spend 180 energy on removing all of that CC. She would do that. Bam, all of them gone. Okay, cool. But actually all of your heroes were twined. So now what happens is TBB regains all of her energy because all of her passives trigger. She has like all of those passives, like this and this, for example. And for every twined hero, she suddenly regains energy. And this means she goes over 100, which then means we get passive 2, we get another active skill. And this active skill then inflicts CC again. And at that point, your Melissa is out of energy. She would have 30 energy by then. She could remove the CC from one more hero. But that's it. That's it. Yeah. And so she wouldn't really be too much of a counter there because you would still get hit full force. You would have a bit less CC. I think the best way would be to combine her with PDE to counter such situations. But you would probably still suffer from the damage a lot. You would want to have PDE trigger before, so you would kind of have to see that you have the positioning right for PDE's passive to trigger before her passive, because that is what you would want. She does remove CC instantly, yeah, but she needs energy to do so. In DTV team as a suicide hero. It doesn't apply to start of the battle effects either. So HHA core Betty with new Dragon Rui trigger will not be removed by any of our heroes affected, really. It's so bad. I mean, that even worked with her. Start of battle stuff, Melissa could remove that. That's insane that doesn't work. Yeah, I mean, like, I won't test her. Do I see the bright, big future? No, actually not. Not at all. I don't know, there's nothing. There's some interesting mechanics. I think they destroyed her DT. Yeah, it's funny how it's the same thing I want to say about her than I want to say about AFK Journey's Mikula. It's a surprising amount of midness. That's basically what I can say about this hero. Surprising amount of midness. I doubt we're going to see her in any PvP teams. Not real. I doubt we're going to see her in any PvP teams. We're just going to keep using PDE, who's much better hero. Has much better synergy with many heroes. And she's just going to stand on the sideline. She's going to be a great asset for Forest SL. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I saw that. We can show that, maybe, because some people haven't seen that yet. They actually screwed up. We have 3 Transcendence tenants at the moment for GG and slot 4, which is funny. Because that is not supposed to happen. Look at some other heroes. We have like 1. We have 1. We have 2. We have 1 single hero. 1 single hero. 1 single hero. 1 single hero. They screwed it up. Like, it's so bad. And PDE has way better DT. Like, DTs from PDE is so much better. Because what PDE has is trigger on hit. So every time she's hit, she can do like her DT. And those includes basically the same buffs that she has. So she's way better. Way better hero. Yeah. That's just the case. But I like what they did. That not much I tell you. I like what they did here. It's a cool design. It's a cool hero design as well. And that is something I have to say that DH Games still manages. Despite quality issues, despite some stuff not being really what we want, we are still getting heroes where I say, oh, that's a cool way to do it. And we get like those, something that's very rare. We get heroes that are super complicated. Like every single Transcendence hero that we get has a ridiculous amount of depth. And it's like insane. And I mean, like, I don't mind if there is a mid hero in there. A niche hero, maybe. Some hero that somebody will use for some kind of meme team, maybe. Maybe somebody will build a revive team with Star Alchemist Storm's Young. I don't know. But we get those heroes that have like this super amount of depth, that have concepts that still work together. And I'm just impressed by this, because most companies make heroes that are way easier in terms of skills, that have way less depth in their design. And I think some guy at the age, there is like some madly insane guy at the age that makes those heroes, because they are good. They are well made. Like the design concept and the way it's supposed to work is insane. It's like really, really good. This guy also screwed up every now and then. But in a lot of things he's good. Like Cosmic Enforcer Luna was a screw up. This is a screw up. That he just made this bypass all defense layers is a screw up. But in terms of depth and in terms of idea and in terms of, hey, what can this hero do? Like, for example, take Star Alchemist Storm's Young. We had to go in there, and I remember that I made this Word file where we just split up everything so everybody can understand the skills, and we made it into smaller blocks that are easier to understand. And I think that is an insane. Is Luna that bad? It's just weird. Luna is like one of those defense reduction heroes. Like, she reduces damage reduction and then she hits one hero for a lot of damage. And that's just so off meta. It's just so, like, I don't know, nobody does that. It's just like I think she has 10,000 or something in one of her skills. It's mad. Yeah, like caps at 10,000% of Cosmic Enforcer Luna's attack. In theory, she can do like one of the biggest single hits in the entire game, which is cool. That is a cool thing to do. But most of her stuff are based on like reducing the enemy's defenses. And why would you do that if you can just use Interstellar Huntress Patricia and ignore all enemy defenses and just destroy them anyway? So, who cares? Only the H problem is execution. Yeah, in a way. The problem is that they have like this super complicated way of making heroes, and you need to load like 1,000 IDs, and small things can really change a whole lot. And I remember for some reason, and I didn't ask for it, but Aika just told me to get into voice chat, so I went into voice chat with Aika, and she showed me everything. And I'm thankful for that now. At the time I had a headache afterwards, but she really wanted to figure something out, and we managed to do so, which was pretty cool. And I think this was the base for Soul Perfection. In this voice chat, we basically figured out how Soul Perfection worked, and then I made the guide, and she made like the 2C board and everything. So that is what we did back then. And yeah, the thing was, I saw how complicated everything is. And she has a deeper understanding than I have, but I know how it works and how it looks. And it's just a nonsense list. It seems like such a nonsense list if you see a skill. Because every single part of this is like, if you see like, okay, deals 1,330% damage, that is like 5-6 lines of code. It's just that it deals 1,350% damage to 3 random enemies. And you need to know the code. There is a code from a list if you want to deal damage to 3 enemies. Then this is like a specific code. It's like, that's number 1. Let's say that. And then it's like, that's number 2 if you want to deal damage to 6 random enemies and to the entire enemy team. And that they don't screw that up more often and have some skills randomly deal damage to the entire enemy team is a wonder. It's a surprise. I think they honestly do their best with that. But it's like such a mess. And I think if I remember correctly, DH Games bought that game. I think they didn't make that from like the start. I think it was like they had another company doing that and then they were bought and then they took that over and now they have a few people who understand it and they do their best, but they screw up. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing. Not being able to test new heroes and changing team is punishing. Yeah, definitely. I mean, right now without the Noble Core, we can't even put DT on the heroes, so it sucks in the end. Yeah. Spaghetti code. Yeah, in a way. It's a bit like that. It makes sense in a way if you understand what's happening, but there are like so many ideas. Easy to get lost. And I mean, like, from what I've described to you guys, so this was designed to make skills like this work. Deal 77% of attack damage. We have the damage against frontline enemies, okay, and we have an extra effect, stun the target for 2 rounds. So we have 3 lines of text for the skill, and then the H decided that the hero design is better well off if it looks like this. And now you have to have the same kind of code that you designed to make this small thing work, and you make this to make this work. And maybe you kind of understand the problem. This is a real project. There is one guy there, and they put like, do you know those big jars where protein powder is delivered? If you deliver like 3 kilograms of protein powder, and it's like this giant jar where you have this big scoop. I don't eat protein powder anymore. I get other sources of protein. Just get myself a steak or something. But you know those jars maybe. If you've trained a lot, you may know them. He has the same, but he has that with like paracetamol, with like the headache medicament. Is it even called like that? Wait. Medicine. Drug, medication, pill, medicament. Medicament was right. Interesting. It's sometimes if you are German and you try to speak English and your head doesn't know the word, sometimes it just tells me, just use the German word, make it sound English, mate. And yeah, I'm sometimes afraid that I've done that if the word is too close to the German word, you know. So the one German word is medicament, and the English word that I said was medicament. But I think it pronounced it wrongly, and yeah, so that's the thing. Well, doesn't matter. And he has like 3 kilograms of paracetamol on his table. I'm pretty sure, because you will have a headache once you try to code that. Yeah, for example, John, I think he takes it all at the same time. He has like cluster headaches or something. He needs everything he can get. So, yeah, that's the thing. Medication, this is on the list. Medication's on the list. Drug, medicine, medication, pill, medicament, tablet, med. Med is also right. Then we have pharmacy medicine. We have blood thinning medication, experimental drug, vasodilating drug, okay, vasoconstricting drug. I use dict.cc, by the way, if you guys need a good English, German to English, and some other languages as well. Word book. Dict.cc, dict.cc, very, very good. Can recommend. So yeah, that's basically all. So for now, I'm done. I don't have anything anymore. Nothing that I want to do. Didn't set up heroes or anything. So yeah. Is there anything else you want to know? Otherwise, I would end the stream. The accent is soothing. I'm doing my best to not have an accent, mate, but it's like, yeah, can't really do anything about it. At one point, it just drops out. And for some people, it's more obvious than for others. Did you learn how to pronounce dove yet? I don't know. Did I? Did I? And honestly, after I heard a lot of English people, I go eat dinner. Nah, I was at a barbecue before I started the stream, mate. I'm like full of spare ribs actually. Yeah, so I'm very happy. Yeah. No name says thanks for the stream, Wraec, was great. Gloria says peace. So yeah, then I would say I wish you guys a great day. Wish you guys a wonderful evening, a wonderful time if you watch it later. And I also want to thank you guys for the nice stream. And with that, we'll see us in the next one.